Hello YouTube, welcome to another video by me, Everyday Oppression. Hi guys, I'm going to change things up a little bit here from the last video. That one was just kind of a downer, so I'm going to get into the roll of things basically with starting some new videos. So this one's going to be a little bit upbeat. First off, I just want to point out that I had a really good Easter weekend. I hope you did too. You know, Good Friday. We had some turkey there with the BF's family. 2 nights. That's pretty good. We also went to the Space and Science Center. Oh, sorry. Telus World of Science here in Edmonton, Alberta, for a date. Yes, that's right. Guys who go on dates with each other. Though I will state that even though I had a good time with him, I ended up paying for the both of us. And, you know, that asshole did not put out, despite me paying for our tickets. Asshole. Anyways, but I did get a nice consolation prize. Do you want to see what it is? Ta-da! See? Everybody here, I'd like you to say hello to Tyler. Tyler, would you like to say hello to YouTube? Tyler can't really talk right now because, well, he's a stuffed animal. And if you were expecting him to talk, well, you need to get some help. But this video is not going to be about my boyfriend and how much of a dick he is, or this snake and Tyler. This video is going to be about the show broadly. So I'm going to do a quick response video for this video thing here, and which is titled, Meet the Manservants You Can Now Hire to Get Over Your Ex. Well, this should be interesting. Let's roll, shall we?
The true test of him being a great manservant and a great dancer is if he can do this without any music and not make it awkward.
Yeah, but dancing without any music is kind of awkward, so...
Human interactions in today's technologically laden world are becoming more and more impersonal. This difficulty in connecting and actually finding intimacy with one another has led to the rise in paid companionship. The oldest profession in the book has now evolved to include transactions that have nothing to do with sex.
Okay, so it sounds like prostitution.
Men aren't the only ones paying for relationships.
Yeah, no shit. We pay for a lot of our relationships, especially when the relationships go sour. Is that right, Tyler?
A few companies have cropped up in the U.S. that cater to the desires of women, searching for a man that's willing to play the role of the man of their dreams.
Who's willing to play the man of their dreams for money. Now, it makes me wonder if these guys would actually do it if they weren't being paid. But let's find out.
Instead of women waiting for their man to materialize, now, for a small price, they can order them when and how they want.
For a small price, you say, huh? Now, it makes me wonder, does that mean that the men are, you know, subpar, low quality, if you will, for such a cheap price? Or is it that women are just cheap?
Manservants, a company founded in 2014, provides busy women in New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles with the embodiment of their romantic fantasy.
You know, you can save a lot of money, ladies, if you just buy some Harlequin romance novels. My mom does.
The client chooses a man, as well as his name and his duties, to entertain them at a social event. We're here in Los Angeles to find out why women are choosing this service and if these guys are really worth it.
Well, a simple answer to that is most Western women are screwing men over. Men are getting smarter and thus not dating these women. So that might be an answer.
We're about to go in and meet the 2 women that created the manservant experience.
Manservants is a luxury experience. We offer gentlemen for hire that are all trained to treat women like queens.
Oh, they're to pamper a woman and kiss her ass and tell her she's never wrong. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
How did you guys come up with this idea? How did this whole thing come about?
Yeah, we all suffered from like post-traumatic stripper disorder.
Post-traumatic stripper disorder. PTSD. Okay, that's not what PTSD means, sweetheart, but okay.
We were just like, no one really wants that. Why are we going with this option? And that's when we realized that it really is a hand-me-down fantasy for men.
Our girlfriends were having bachelorettes and they're like, I do not want this greasy guy to come over and rub his schlong in my face.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants that amount of junk in their face. Not really even a lot of gay guys.
I would like somebody who was hot and attentive and polite and honorable to pamper us and treat us like queens.
Oh, wouldn't we all?
Our clients aren't expecting this guy to show up for companionship. They're really wanting something they can enjoy with their friends and it being like a social experience.
Why do you think right now this company works?
There's this new breed of women out there.
You hear that, ladies? There's a new breed of you somewhere out there. There's a new breed of women.
And she's independent and powerful. She has more managerial positions than men now. All of our interactions are so transactional. Courtship has been reduced to, what, like a swipe right?
Yeah.
And we miss all of that romance and the wooing.
Oh, okay. So basically you want a man to pamper you and to romance you. You know, we used to do that. It was called chivalry. Yeah. And then feminism killed it.
And so the romance novel industry is 1.5 billion, but we know that the trends are moving towards more interactive experiences. You know, like millennials and affluent women are spending more money on experiences and not products.
Except you're paying for the services of a man, which is a product. And you, the owners of this company, are selling men as products.
Right.
So where's this interactive romantic experience? There is none, so that's what we're filling.
So basically this is romance based around falsehood, or I don't want to say a lie because, you know, I'm sure that there are genuine, you know, male escorts here wanting to give their women a good time, sexual or otherwise, but it's still paid for.
So how much does the service cost?
So we begin at $125 an hour.
Okay, so it's prostitution.
And your maximum amount that you can get a manservant is 4.
Because after 4 hours, the clients get a little too comfortable, and then the fantasy starts to break a little bit, and so we cap it at 4 hours, and they cannot stay past midnight.
And then the guys get paid by the hour. They're on a graduated wage that's determined by feedback and experience, and they go up the ranks.
So basically, if you're good at what you do, you earn more money.
So can you describe the audition process?
It's like a little bit like American Idol meets Tinder.
There's got to be 3 judges, all hot women, strong and independent, and they're got to grade you based on your performance. Definitely not sexualizing you whatsoever or treating you like, you know, a gigantic Ken doll.
It's all based on market demand. So we look at what our women are asking for, and then we cast. We only have an 8% acceptance rate, which is lower than some Ivy Leagues. And it's because we're looking for these unicorns. You might have been a Greek god, but you also respect your mom and all women.
Right.
So this is a very special guy.
So it sounds like this company is really judgmental against your average Joes. So if you're probably a little bit overweight, you know, average height and waistline, it's probably not going to work out for you. So let me get this straight. The fat acceptance movement and body shaming aspect only applies to women, and men can't do it to women, but women can easily do it to men. Am I getting this right?
After hearing about the mysterious fleet of unicorns, we decided to visit a casting call in the Hollywood Hills to uncover just what it takes to become a manservant. And we arrived to a mix of anxious men eager to make the cut.
Yeah, of course this is Hollywood. You know they have a problem with sexual assault, right?
Sometimes guys are Hercules, sometimes guys are Brad Pitt. Pick anything that's just like masculine and would woo a woman and put that on your name tag.
You know, it's not really about the women's approval of these men. It's about mine.
But first, the prospective manservants had to make it past a tough
Gay. That guy right there, totally gay. Just trust me on this one.
panel of judges with discerning tastes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is gonna be fun. Very fun. Hi, Haku.
Yes, please.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
What's your relationship like with your mother?
My mother's my best friend. She's my rock. She taught me everything to treat a woman right.
Here's the virtue signaling aspect of this video. My mother was a great mother because she taught me how to respect women, yada, yada, yada. Like this hasn't been overplayed in all of fucking feminism.
We're talking about opening doors. We're talking about holding her hand. And when you give her a hug, you'd caress the swell of her back. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, that blonde there, it's getting all moist down in the nether regions, aren't you?
She also taught me how to cook.
Fantastic.
Love it.
I think that's all we need to know.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Pleasure to
time.
meet you.
I think that's all we need to know. We don't need to know if you're a doctor or how well your past relationships are. I mean, you could be an abuser. You could have beaten all your girlfriends before. We don't know.
Is there air? You don't know.
Sam, hi, I'm Megan.
Hello, Matt.
Hi.
Oops.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Let me just pick up my glass here. I'm so clumsy. Back of the line, bitch.
Is that a deal breaker?
It's not a deal breaker.
Oh, it's not a deal breaker, of course. Just show her your big black cock.
Is that a deal breaker? Personal trainer, model. Finished playing my last football season, actually. So now I'm ready to step out and take LA more serious.
Take a little bit more serious and sell my body for money.
You played football for a long time?
Yeah.
So had to hang out with boys all the time. How is it different interacting with women? Like, do you change your personality?
Of course you change your personality when you interact with women, especially women that you find attractive. If you want to get with someone of the opposite sex or the same sex even, for LGBT, of course you're going to change your behaviors. It's called the mating ritual between the human species, man and woman. Like that was a dumb question.
I believe women are queens and goddesses.
Are you almost getting sick and tired of this, Tyler?
Well, for one, I never brought a girl back from the club. You know, I want to get to know you first and then see if our energies are compatible, and then we'll connect on that level.
Our energies. Yeah, he wants to stick this into this.
I'm a sucker for love, to be honest, but yeah.
Oh, he's playing the good guy route. Oh, like you're a virgin.
That was great.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for
Shall
having
we
me.
address you as the prince?
You can address me however you prefer.
Oh my god. Maybe slightly gay. Slightly.
I'm having a really bad day.
Oh.
Can you try and make me feel better?
What's the problem? Why are you sad?
My husband's just really pissing me off.
Your husband is really pissing you off. Is it because he's getting upset at you for, oh, I don't know, purchasing a man?
What's he doing this time?
I mean, what isn't he doing this time?
Wow, kind of bitchy. This suddenly just became super cringy, so I might just skip ahead of this. Just bear with me.
Yeah, I had that a lot with my mom and my dad, you know. She doesn't want to be the person that keeps nagging at him.
No woman wants to be
But
the name.
nobody wants to be that, guy or girl.
You know, he has the lisp. I question the lisp.
I'm sorry about that, that sucks.
Thank you. That made me feel much better.
Okay, glad I can help.
Thanks.
I think that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much,
Thanks for having me,
Will.
guys. I appreciate it. Yes.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. I
We
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
I feel like the men we chose are actual men.
Yes.
They're not little boys that you need to really
I agree.
be
They can
trained.
move on to training.
Wow, transphobic much?
After culling the herd of hunks, the top contenders were selected to go on to the next round of strenuous training, where the values of the company would be imprinted on their potential manservant hearts.
I will say that if the black men are not picked and only white men, racism.
This is what every manservant must do. Make an entrance, make a good strong impression, and recite your introduction. Make it your own, obviously.
Oh my goodness, this is just sounding like the frickin' roll call for escorts in a brothel. In a brothel.
Cocktails, I mean, if a girl is like not having something to drink, you're probably doing something wrong. She should always have a drink at hand.
Yeah, because nothing gets a woman looser than a couple of glasses of wine.
And duties, which is a mix of offering up your own talents.
Offer up your talents, gentlemen. Offer up your talents.
And duties that she's requested.
I think it's interesting. At some point, it does feel like they're madams and these boys are just the prostitutes without the prostitution part.
I love how she's whispering at this point. Like, it's a bad thing.
Oh my god, they're like kind of like prostitutes and like we're kind of, you know, exchanging them for money.
Yeah, no, it's still prostitution.
They're all either aspiring actors or singers or whatever it is. It's very obvious that this is like a weird stepping stone. Now that we had seen what it takes to be added to the manservant roster, we wanted to witness a real professional manservant in action.
And his name is Rodriguez, and he always works from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on the corner of 6th and Main.
His name for the night was chosen by the clients, and he was hired to help a woman overcome a recent breakup by removing any evidence of her ex.
Ooh, this looks promising.
Hi, I'm Luca,
Hi, Luca.
and I'll be your manservant for the night.
Why are you so popular?
My accent, probably my hips, because my hips don't lie.
But Yeah, but she couldn't believe it.
I do generally like doing what I do, and I love to make a woman feel like she should be treated as a queen.
What is it about women and always wanted to be treated like a queen? You ever thought that maybe men want to be treated like kings? You know, maybe you should put in a little bit of effort too.
How do you think this service empowers women?
For a very long time, women have been oppressed and told that you have to stay in the kitchen, you take care of the kids.
Oh my fucking God. Feminism 101.
Nowadays, the roles are like reversed. She decides what she wants. She decides the way she wants it, how she wants it to look. She chooses everything. That's a lot of power.
Yeah, she chooses everything, including the amount of visitation rights that the husband, the father of their children, get.
What are a few things that you learned that women actually like that you didn't know before?
Being talked to a lot and then being told that they're beautiful.
Yeah, being constantly told you're beautiful really emphasizes how beautiful that person is. Like, do women not get it that being constantly complimented, it just feels like it's a fake thing after a while? It just feels like it's a lie. A lot can be said with no words. You know, a glance, a gesture, you know, a man taking out the garbage for you or taking your car in to get fixed, you know, like it's the little things that actually express a lot. So being constantly told that you're beautiful, like it gets old.
That's the truth, that apparently a lot of guys don't do that enough.
Oh, you know every man out there? Are you besties with all of them? How the fuck would you know?
Something that simple.
Yeah.
You have kind eyes too, so that probably helps. I can't wait to see you in action tonight.
And by action, she means...
I can't wait to see what she has for me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. She needs to feel better. She has to get over it. Well, hello. I'm Lucas.
Oh, hello, I'm Luca. I'm your prostitute for the evening. How may I serve you?
Nice to meet you, Luca. Enchanté. Hi. Hey, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Oh, they might be having a threesome here. Holla.
It's okay, you'll be fine.
Wouldn't it be awkward if that black guy was actually that Asian woman's, like, husband? That'd be a bit awkward.
Relax. How you feeling?
Good.
You sure?
Better now.
Better?
Yeah.
A little hot. It's a little.
Oh, it is. Aw. Thank you.
Womp womp.
So tell me everything.
So I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Oh, and now I'm on the rebound.
Of about a year.
It's okay. If you need to cry, go for it.
No, it's just I'm trying to think of everything.
Oh, that's good. You already forgot. That's a good sign.
All right, that was actually kind of smooth. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
Do you need a drink? You need to relax.
Yes, okay. I do.
I'll be right back.
You know, if I was actually an escort, like Luca here, trying to, you know, promote a sense of romance and comfort, I would have started with a little bit of mood music. Like, I can't... It seems so awkward without any background noise. Or is it just me?
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, tell me a little more. I'm gonna help you out over here so I can make something cute so you don't have to work too hard because you're working all day. I know it's hard. It's okay. Look, remember you're beautiful, and then you're gonna find someone else. He was just not meant to be. Okay?
Oh my God. You know, like, as sweet as this sounds, it's so condescending. This is a stranger. A stranger that you don't know. You don't know their background. You don't know how well they've done with relationships. All you know is that you paid for a manservant, aka prostitute, in order to just fulfill your fantasies. There's no connection. You know, it's funny how previously the makers of this company have stated that, you know, thanks to technology, that people are having an even harder time connecting with people, and yet they thought this was going to allow that connection to be real. It's more fake than ever. It's too easy. It's too easy. Is it too easy, Tyler? It's too easy. It's too easy.
I mean, he left you, right? So you need to move on because you're beautiful ladies, and then you need to find someone else that's going to respect you and treat you like you should be treated.
Like me. But for every hour after 4 hours, it's going to cost you $150. Check, please.
Okay.
I agree. I'll drink to that.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
It's really awkward that there's just so many people right there. I mean, again, how can they be intimate with each other if there is a whole group of people out there?
Can I see those letters now?
Yes.
So let's see his handwriting.
Don't read them.
He likes to draw. Okay, he's a kid.
Funny joke is funny.
What's a cachorro?
What? Some of those might be kind of private.
Oh, my bad.
Oh my god, we wouldn't want to have this privacy just laid out like my dirty laundry in front of all these people here, in front of this host and this stranger that I paid for, and the camera crew. Oh my god, it's a little private.
So we're gonna have to do something about these, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna get rid of that?
Yes. So this is the first letter he ever wrote me. Well, not really a letter, but
yeah.
He gave me a book.
Okay, let's pause here for a second. Okay, so now they're burning letters that her ex wrote to her, and she's obviously tearing up here. So I don't know about you, unless her ex like was the biggest asshole or an abuser physically and emotionally, like, yeah, I can understand burning the letters, but if it was just kind of a typical breakup where they kind of drifted apart or just lost the romance, why would you want to do that? I mean, if you had someone of a decent relationship with your ex, wouldn't you want to just kind of keep things for nostalgia purposes? I mean, I've had a few relationships before, and some were not that great. Some actually treated me like shit, but I do try to remember a lot of the good things that came out of that relationship and also reflect on what it was about those exes, the people I was dating in my relationship, what drew me to them. And I focus on that. Now, maybe it's just a me thing, but I prefer to look at the positive things in relationships versus just the negative. So I don't know how I feel about this this part of the video. What would you guys think?
And wrote this.
You got this.
You got this.
You got this. You got this.
Turning the page, literally. If you're not in pain or not sad, that means you're not alive.
Doesn't mean the memories are gone, you know? It's just, it's not something you need to focus on anymore.
This is so weird. This is cringy.
It's okay.
How you feeling? Is it fun? It's kind of fun, right?
It actually feels quite cleansing and
good.
Cheers to a brave woman.
So far, she hasn't proven she's brave at all. She burnt a few past letters and cried a little bit on TV after paying $125 per hour for a male escort.
So obviously it's hard to watch one of your really close friends go through an awful breakup. How has she been since it happened, and how bad do you think she kind of needed something like this?
Sometimes keep these things personal. It was a very personal relationship.
Whoa, I was not expecting his voice to be that feminine. It's even more feminine than mine.
More so than anything, I'm happy that she closed it out and you had someone there to console you through the process. People go through relationships and understand that everybody's friends are always like, let's go have fun, let's go party. And it's just like, you know, she probably just wants to be helped for a little bit. Like, she needed a hug and to burn some old shit. Get it out of her system, start again.
So instead of having a family member or a really close friend hugging it out with her, she decides to purchase a stranger.
All right, ladies, that was a pleasure to be here. It's almost actually my time to go. I wish you a wonderful time and a wonderful life, and everything's going to be better, and then you'll find someone that is actually right for you.
Did he just place his hand on her without her consent?
And then you're going to finally move on. Okay, give me a hug.
You're the best. You're beautiful. Remember it. That's all that matters, okay?
All of life's problems are solved within an hour. Thanks, America. Thank you, manservants.
All right.
Okay.
thank you, Luca.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Geez, she doesn't even escort him out. Like, he just has to find the door himself. Oh, now that's a real man.
Out of 10, what would you...
20.
Okay, 20?
A 20. 20 out of 10. For somebody that you know, within the span of an hour, knew nothing about. Okay? All you know is that he was paid for to service you and compliment you without ever knowing you. 20 out of 10, huh?
He was such a gentleman. Like, he felt like he just belonged, or like he was just a friend.
Yeah.
So he was 20 out of 10. Like, he was great.
Walking into this, I had, you know, my preconceived notions about what this day was going to be like. The audition process was really weird. I'm quite impressed now after Luca, even though this seems like the most awkward job in the world.
The most awkward job in the world?
I could never do it in a million years. Then you actually watch it happen and you're like, okay, I mean, what's the difference?
What's the difference? Oh yeah, not only is there money involved, it's the fact that you are putting two strangers together on a job. It's a transaction. There's nothing intimate about it. Like, unless, of course, they actually put out for sexual purposes, you know? Because, yes, being an escort or prostitute doesn't necessarily mean that there is sex involved 100% of the time. But if you want to get down and dirty and get more intimate, you're going to have to strip.
There's money involved. Everyone still leaves satisfied. Vivian leaves happy, feeling a little bit more fulfilled and feeling a little bit more confident. So, what's the harm?
Why don't you just save $125 and spend an hour with a really close girlfriend and watch a movie together and like reminisce? Why don't you, I don't know, go on a blind date with someone and just like, you know, test the waters again? It would be a lot fucking cheaper. So Tyler, tell me what you thought about this, you know, short video about manservants. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit cringy. Now, my afterthought about this. Now, okay, so since we do have the profession of escort services as well as prostitution, there is a bit of a difference between the two. Escort services are way more controlled, way more safer. There's a lot more rules and safety in regards to that kind of thing versus prostitution. The way I define prostitution isn't so much as a business aspect. It is, but it's more of an underhanded business. Basically, prostitution is normally on the streets with scary people and desperate people. Escort service, there's a little bit more. No, but it's definitely a business. And the fact is that these women who created this business called manservants, I mean, I can't really judge them on it because they created their own business. It's obviously successful. Everybody is consenting, so I can't really blame them for it. It's a niche, so if there's clientele who are needing of this product, this niche, then they should have the right to get it. But I don't know, morally, it's a little bit different because you're using people as a product. But I mean, the argument could be said the same for people who are working 9 to 5 in a warehouse position, like myself. So basically, paying people for the exchangement of services isn't really a bad thing. All in all, I don't have a problem with this. I do have a problem with their attempt at making it a little bit more romantic, trying to please all women and treat them like queens. That's just retarded. I probably wouldn't do it myself. Maybe for Luca. I definitely pay for Luca. As long as nobody gets hurt, I guess. I don't really see the harm in it. So, and as always, take care of one another. And I will see you all next time for the next video. Bye, guys. Who do I remind you of? It's pretty bitch. You love me, Tyler, don't you? Yeah? No, it's yes. Yes. Yes.